Hello, welcome to another cooking tutorial. What we're making today is a creamy mushroom and wine sauce. What you'll need is 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 shallots, finely diced, 175 grams of button mushrooms, 150 grams of mixed wild mushrooms, 2 garlic cloves, 150 millilitres of white wine henna, 200 millilitres of creme fraiche, salt, pepper and 2 tablespoons of chopped thyme. I'm not using the garlic and I'm not using the thyme, and I'm only using button mushrooms simply because it's easier for me and I haven't got the resources to use that. So start by what you need to do to start off with. Get the heat to a nice heat. It's not hot enough yet, so we'll get the pan really nice and hot. Then what we want to do is sweat our shallots off for about 10 minutes. And with no colour, you just want the sweet flavour coming out. The beautiful aroma and the beautifully sweet flavour. I always use shallots instead of onions simply because I just find them a nicer, not so harsh, not such a harsh thing. Right then, it's there. So in it goes. And that's on a moderate heat. We're just going to let them cook for 10 minutes. Okay? So sweat your shallots down for 10 minutes. Thank you. So now they've been sweating down for about 10 minutes, as you can see, and when you press them down, they are much softer. So now, what I would like to do is 1 turn of the pepper mill and just pepper it in there. Next, crank the heat to the highest it will go. Get your mushrooms, add them, and you want to do this until the water drains out. If you're having garlic, add your garlic with your mushrooms as well. Now, round about now. I'm going to add about that'll do me nicely. So, on a high heat. And just saute them down 3 to 4 minutes. So now, my mushrooms have been on high heat for about 45 minutes. They've got a little bit of colour on them. They just basically, they don't look that appetising, to be honest with you. But you just salt them down until tiniest bit of colour, not just that, when the sauce starts to drink. Next, get your white wine. I'm just using this fruity white wine. And add that to your, if I can open it. Where's the opening? Use this off the heat for a minute. There we go, it's open, so I'll put it back on. So what you need to do is just literally add it in. And then, once you've added that, we need to just let this boil until it is reduced by half. So just on a high heat, just let this boil until reduced by half. Smell that, the aroma from that is absolutely fine. Oh, gorgeous. And you can see the mushroom juice just there. Oh god, that smells gorgeous. So let that reduce for 5 minutes, and then, well, about 5 minutes until it's reduced in half. And then after that, we are going to add in our creme fraiche and 100 millilitres of water, and then we're going to bubble it again. So let it reduce by half. Hello, so I reduced my sauce down to almost half. So now, and I forgot to video that part, sorry about that. I've just added 200 millilitres of creme fraiche. And with that 200 millilitres of your creme fraiche, add 100 millilitres of boiling water. Then add boiling water. Bring back up to the boil. And what we want to do is season it. So salt, pepper, sorry, a couple of grinds all the way around. Nice even layer of salt, pepper. So that's our pepper. Now, just when you get salt, I'm using ground. Add about 2 tablespoons of salt, sorry. And then what we need to do is bring this together. So mix, and we want to heat it for 5 minutes until it's a syrupy texture. So we just keep heating it. Let that keep heating for about 5 minutes. It will be slightly thickened and it will be syrupy once it's done. I mean, look at it at the minute, it's not far off really. Thank you. 5 minutes boil. Welcome back. This is the finished product. Show you. You've got a nice ratio of sauce and mushrooms. The sauce is fantastic. It really is nice. Perfect for steak, chicken, anything like that. You could even bake it in this, the chicken. Cook your chicken in this sauce. As you can see, the bubbles start to change when the sauce thickens. That's what we're looking for. They become more aggressive. So now I'll turn that off, and that's my sauce. Look at that. It's beautiful. It really is. It really is. I've seasoned it, added so basically I'll take you through the recipe again. Look at that, and it's white, it's kept its colour. That's because I've cleaned the mushrooms. The way you clean mushrooms, simply don't wash them because they act like sponges. Get a paintbrush and dry let me show you a minute. I haven't got a paintbrush, but the way I did it is you get that and you just brush it with a paintbrush round. The reason for brushing it with a paintbrush is simply so basically, sorry about that, my phone's just gone off. You need to brush them with a paintbrush, and then because if you start washing them in the sink in water, they act like sponges. So you're going to get all this moisture come out of these onions when they're getting cooked. So basically, this is it, done. I'll take you through the recipe. What you'll need again, I'll say it again. 2 tablespoons of oil, 2 shallots. I'll tell you the recipe I did. 2 tablespoons of oil, 2 shallots, about 400 grams of mushrooms, 250 millilitres of white wine. I use 186 millilitres. 200 millilitres of creme fraiche, salt, pepper, and that's basically it. I'll use a tiny bit of lemon juice as it reacts with the cream and makes the sauce thicker. So we started off by sautéing our shallot off for 10 minutes in the finished thing, and then you could even add a tiny bit of parsley. I've got some around here somewhere. 1 minute, where's my parsley? Tiny bit just for colour. Just a tiny bit. Probably don't make it, or just a little bit in there. And mix it round. You don't want to add too much because it's nice as it is. It's more of a steak sauce, so you don't want to be adding herbs. But a little bit of parsley, so that'll do. And so anyway, we sautéed the shallot off. Once the shallot was sautéed off, we then introduced our mushrooms on a high heat. Once our mushrooms were done, we added our white wine, reduced that by half. Once the white wine was again reduced, we then added our what's the word I'm looking for? The creme fraiche. Then we added 100 millilitres of boiling water. And then we started to bring that boiling down. Then tiny bit of lemon juice, which reacts with the creme fraiche, which creates a lovely syrupy sauce, as you can see. At the start it was mostly liquid, it was a lot of liquid. Now you pick a bit of mushroom up and you've got lovely coating. Let me show you 1 minute. If you look at this mushroom, you've got a lovely coating of the sauce, and it's gorgeous. The sauce is beautifully moved together. It's fantastic. You could do this with there's put peppercorns in there. You could finely chop the mushrooms, put peppercorns in the sauce, and make it a peppercorn sauce. Add a bit of paprika at the end to make it that bit of bite, and that's it really. Perfect sauce. You've got these beautiful strands of mushrooms, beautiful strands, which look, if you look on the sauce, that's your pepper and even some of the mushroom that's broke down. So you look, some pepper and even some of the mushroom that's broke down. Beautiful. All done. Thank you for watching. Any comments, leave below.